What's crackalacking, guys? I'm Quack here, and welcome back to another episode of How Much. Now, we're going to jump straight into this one, and it's all going to be based around, well, you've probably guessed it, the main thing we speak about are one-to-watch cards. Now, we throw in the Informs and Team of the Week cards when there's a good bargain or there's a chance for some real money, but one-to-watch cards are the biggest trading method at the moment because they're so simple and they follow such a continuous pattern. They've got the biggest chance of big returns with lowest risk, and apart from SBCs that we can predict and everything, they're the safest investments. So this week we've got international games, and everybody's focus has been taken away from the one-to-watch cards, whether they believe they can't get informs or they don't care, the potential for birthday or the new league SBCs, whatever it is, they're not paying attention. And because of this, we can pick up players like Balahino for 16,500 on Xbox or for about 17,500 on PlayStation. Now, this is easy money. He'll rise to about 20 to 25k before the game kicks off. You don't even need to do anything to make almost 10,000 coins with this card. Buy them now, wait until next week, sell them on hype. You've also got the option of buying now, waiting until next week. If they've got a favourable fixture coming up, letting it ride. If they score a goal, if Balahino goes into the match and scores one goal, this card instantly is worth 40,000 coins. You've instantly, at least, that's worst case, you've instantly made about 25,000 coins per copy of Balahino you've picked up. And on the flip side, he can't drop much lower than 16,000 coins anyway. It's a no-risk investment. So guys, we're going to look at guiders now. 16,500 coins on Xbox. He's about 18,500 on PlayStation. Exactly the same logic as Balahino. This one, though, is a little bit more risky. So the risk with this guy is he doesn't start very often for PSG. But then on the flip side, when he does start, his price inflates massively. So you're always gambling with these kind of players. Or if, like Morata at the moment, for me personally, I believe he deserves game time. And when he gets game time, he almost doubles in price. That's why I'd like to trade with players like that. It's more risky, though. So if you pick up this guy and he gets a starting position, he usually raises to about 30,000 coins. So he almost doubles just because he's starting the game. That makes no sense. That's people thinking, okay, this guy's playing. This guy's going to score 10 goals. He's going to get a team of the week, obviously. But instead what happens is they buy him. He does nothing. He comes off. And then they sell him. And it makes absolutely no sense because they've just invested all this money into nothing and then happily ditched it afterwards at a loss. We're doing the reverse of that. We're picking him up now in anticipation of what could happen at 16,000 coins or 18,000 on PlayStation. If he gets a starting position, brilliant, we sell him. If not, he'll probably go up to about 20,000 coins anyway, coming up towards the game, just in case he starts. It's win-win. Right, guys, so the next player we're going to look at is one of my favourites. It's going to be Jovetic, and it's going to be his one-to-watch card. Now, the reason I love this guy so much is the market's crazy with him. 1 minute he's 45,000, the next minute he's 80,000, the next minute he's 60,000. People never know what to do. As it stands, he's currently 67,000 on PlayStation, which is basically an all-time low. And on Xbox, he's under 50,000, about 49,000 coins. Now, one of the main reasons I think for this is his nationality. He has no use this week because I can't even remember what nationality he is. Let's see if we can quickly find out, actually. That's not going to help, though. But if he's not having any games or he's not getting any games that can qualify him for a team of the week, then people aren't going to give a damn about him. And then next week when it kicks in, he's from Montenegro. Then next week when he does start playing again and he can get his informs and his one-to-watch card could get a boost, people will go crazy for him. He'll easily rise 10k on Xbox and the same on PlayStation, if not more. Then we go on to the fact that if he's starting, which he most likely is going to, then if you hold on and he scores, there's just so many plus sides with these cards, and while they're so cheap, we should be going crazy on them. Right, guys, the last player we're going to look at, and the last one to watch card, is going to be Morgan Sanson, the new CDM for Marseille. Now, on PlayStation, he's currently 33,000 coins. That's almost 10,000 coins cheaper than normal. On Xbox, he's 24,000 coins, which is about 7,000 coins cheaper than normal, at least. Now, I have no idea why he's dropped so much. He could be playing for France, technically, although their midfield is very, very, very strong without him. But as soon as it gets to next game week and Marseille are playing again, his price is going to go through the roof as usual. You're going to be selling them for about a 10,000 coin profit. And when the player prices are so low to start with, you lose barely any money to tax, So it's just easy coins for you to make. Now, if this guy were to get a Team of the Week card, so say you did gamble with him, he would become the 9 Golan of League One, League Un. That would be insane. People would go crazy for this card, and you would be holding, in my opinion, about an 80,000 to 100,000 coin player at the very least. Just because the stats, he'd be over 80 in every category, or thereabouts. You don't have to choose any of the players I've mentioned in this video. These are just some examples of the ones that I think hold the best value as it stands, and that are more than likely to rise as we head towards the next week. You've obviously got players like Niang who also could rise. Mali, who I mentioned in the last video. The list is basically endless. Do your research. Find out who's got the most favourable games next week and just pick them up and sell them on hype. No easier trading method will ever exist this year. So guys, if you enjoy this series still and you want me to do more, if you could drop a like and if you could subscribe if you're new, that would be absolutely incredible. What I also want to ask you guys is, do you like the format that I currently do it in? Do I do enough cheap players? Do I do enough expensive players? Do I need to move away from the one to watch cards more? If you've got any kind of feedback or insights on how I can make this even better, then let me know down in the comments. Anyway, but for now guys, thanks for watching and I'll catch you next time.